Good afternoon, everyone of Furrydelphia, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to closing ceremony. I ask that we all come together and bow our heads as our board of directors comes out to grace the stage. Will you all bow with me as we wait for their appearance? And may I introduce our chairman?
No, thank you.
Praise Drain!
What do we say?
Hello there. Whoa!
That's right, praise drain, awoo!
Awoo!
I walked into the room and was informed that I am now the figurehead of a cult. I just want to state real quick that this was not my idea. I have a pretty big ego, but it is not this big. Thank you to all of the staff. This is pretty funny, and I am having kind of a good time. Well, folks, we made it. It is Sunday. Wow, we're tired. I hope everyone had a great weekend. All right, so as usually happens, we're going to talk a little bit about this year and then talk a little bit about next year. It was not known what this year was going to look like. It started off with pretty much no convention at all, upgraded to a convention where we needed to cap at like 300 people, then upgraded to a convention where we had no cap, but we had to socially distance and enforce masks. Suddenly, everyone started getting vaccinated, numbers were going down, 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 and the state's like, yep, no social distancing, no occupancies, no masks, none of it, you're all good, everything's fine. And we're like, great! And then, you know, Delta. It turned into Furrydelphia with no attendance cap and no social distancing, but with masks. And you know what? I'll take it. I'm pretty pleased that everyone else was pretty happy to take it as well. By and large, I want to say out of the huge amount of people that came here, we had very, very, very few people who had any issues with masks or vaccinations. So thank you all for being super cooperative, and thanks for doing everything in your power to keep your fellow furries safe. So thank you. Getting vaccinated, wearing masks despite being vaccinated. I know it sucks, but we have big hopes that this will not be how it is next year, but who knows? So long as it is safe to do so, we're pleased to say that this year was a smashing success, and we are most certainly returning for Furrydelphia 2022. I want to thank our friends from the Bellary Pit Bull Rescue for coming out, providing us with an adorable puppy to play with. Said puppy is currently in the back of the room, and he wants to bite everyone and everything. And very gentle bites though. He's just very excited, and he hasn't learned yet that we kiss with our lips, not our teeth. He'll get it though. Every year we bring the Bellary Pit Bull Rescue out. They are a small organization of foster homes and foster people. They do not have a brick and mortar shelter. They're not your traditional pet rescue. They are basically a volunteer organized foster network that rescues and takes excellent care of probably the most misunderstood dog breed in the entire world. What they do is truly inspiring and has such an incredible impact on so many pit bull lives, because, you know, I can look over all of your shoulders and watch Steve playing with a toy instead of someone's guard dog or otherwise abused. So, and this is all possible because of donations and because of personal sacrifice, much of which we saw this weekend, and we did really, really good for Bellary. So I want to read off the numbers as I always do. This year, we added to the pre-registration process the ability to add money to your reg to go to the rescue. I'm pleased to say that you guys pulled together $880 for the pit bull rescue before we even opened our doors. So that's pretty amazing, and we can see with our own eyes the impact that it makes on the lives of these amazingly playful spirits. So thank you. Next, we had the Cards Against Humanity charity fundraiser, which had its best year yet. We were able to pull together an additional $500. My friends over at Fuzzy Logic Escape Room, which was jam-packed this year. Thank you everyone who participated in Fuzzy Logic. Hopefully everyone had a great time with the escape room. We're definitely planning on bringing them back next year and every year that they're willing to work with us. They did put a good amount of their profit from the weekend towards the charity, and they very generously generously donated an additional $400. I know that you guys were collecting donations at your table, Bella Reed, doing very well at their table, so that's even more than what I've got here. Perfect. And then, of course, finally, just a few minutes ago, we concluded the charity auction, which I don't recall what the number was last year, but I'm pretty sure that it was less than this. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the charity auction, and thank you for pulling together an amazing $5,175, of which subtotals out to an incredible $6,955. That's pretty good. Almost $7,000. I do have bad news though. $7,000 is a little bit short of where we were in 2019. Which is why, as we do every closing ceremonies, if I can get this ridiculous robe up, we take the opportunity to open our hearts and further open our wallets, to take out all of the cash that we did not blow at the dealer's den, and throw into the charity donation box to see just how much more money we can get. So here's my wad of singles, $11. If you have money in your wallet, you better take it out right now and come put it on this stage. I'm sure you guys are curious to know how we did this year. So I'm pleased to announce, first of all, that we made more money than we spent. So there's that. That's good. So we're still in business. But as I was saying, attendance. I do have all of this burned into my memory. In 2017, we opened our doors with the expectation that we would see maybe 300 or 400 people at best. So everyone told us, oh guys, it's a first year con, people will be skeptical, you shouldn't expect very many. So we're like, okay, maybe we'll see probably 200, maybe 300, 400, 500 if we're lucky. We had 719 people show up that year, and it absolutely blew us away. The next year, we had 902. Then we moved to this property, we had 1,332 people attend. This year, we had 1,000 people pre-register. And at the end of the day, this day specifically, we have 1,544 people, which is about 200 more than 2019. Not bad, considering the state of the frickin' planet, and the United States in particular. Thanks everyone again for being vaccinated. It's really an incredible show. Thank you everyone for wearing your masks. I mean, we'd love to see this many people show up, but also it's really important that in such a crowded hotel, in such a crowded place, we all stay safe. Thanks everyone for following Matt. Best health to everybody, and we can't wait to see you guys next year, where there is a next year. We've talked about this year. I've said my thank yous to you guys. I want to thank, again, all of you guys for getting vaccinated, masking up, coming to the convention, staying safe. We had a great weekend. I can't honestly believe it's over, and can't wait to see everybody next year. But once again, love to thank Bella Reed for coming out, giving us a puppy to stress relieve with, helping us have a great weekend. Thanks to all of our vendors who showed up, sold their goods, and provided an awesome marketplace experience for all of you guys. And of course, big shout out to our hotel staff who, despite being underhanded this year, really came out and did a great job for us this weekend. It really came together, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you, a million thank yous from us. My biggest thanks of all go to every single individual who sweated and bled through this weekend as a member of Furrydelphia staff. You did not have to be here. Many of you probably didn't want to be here, but you guys were here regardless, out of a sense of duty to the community and wanting to put together the best experience possible for furries. Not for the benefit of yourselves, but for the benefit of everybody else. So if you worked staff, if you volunteered even just a few hours, if you gave any amount of yourself to make this weekend happen, you have our undying gratitude. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the board of directors for giving me time every single week as we met to talk about what the heck was happening with COVID that week, because it was something new every week for about the past 5 months.
It was a roller coaster.
It sucked. Many a night was spent not playing video games and instead working on convention stuff. It was miserable, but it came together perfectly. And without you guys, board members, advisory board members, we really did a fantastic job. Thanks guys for giving me your evenings and making this happen. So So thank you. Please give all these guys a round of applause. Despite the 1,544 people that were here, I think we had incidents with maybe 10 people. So by and large, y'all are incredibly well behaved and very respectful. And ladies and gentlemen, our new charity total, thanks to the $1,354.18 that you just threw at us, we are now up to $8,319.38. 48 cents. $8,339.50. So we have some pretty cool news about 2022. We hope you guys are going to enjoy this. So cool that we are bringing in our mascot, Rocky, who is definitely not just me in a fursuit that we videotaped. Definitely a separate individual, separate from me, who has a very cool announcement for you guys. So we can kind of dim the lights here, get this going. Let's see what Rocky has to say. What's up, everybody? I'm Rocky, spokesdog for Furrydelphia, and I'm here today to give you guys some good news and some bad news. The bad news is the Valley Forge Casino Resort is going through some pretty major renovations next year, and they're not going to be able to host our event. The good news is we're taking the opportunity to do a bit of an upgrade. I'm here at the Sheraton Philadelphia downtown. Brand new home for Furrydelphia starting next year in 2022. This hotel features a massive 3-story lobby with a restaurant and bar on the ground floor and huge balconies on 2 and 3 supporting our event space. This hotel is absolutely massive with over 60,000 square feet of event space. That's nearly double what we're working with at the Valley Forge Casino. Not to mention nearly 800 newly renovated hotel rooms to accommodate all of our guests. Thank you, Rocky. I couldn't have said it better myself. We keep getting questions year after year after year after year after year after year after year. Exaggerating, because it's only been like 4 years. But why is it called Furrydelphia if it's not in Philly? Well, there you go. It has been such an incredible goal of ours to reach Philly proper. And thanks to all of you guys continuing to come, boosting our numbers year after year, and showing your incredible support for us, we are finally able to make it happen. And we can't wait to bring you guys this awesome opportunity. We think you're really going to love the new property, and we cannot wait to see you guys there. On that note, as you guys probably imagine, this is a pretty big jump for us. You know, it's going to take a lot to pull this first year in Philly proper to pull this off. We're going to need help, and the biggest thing you guys can do to help, honestly, is just show up. Pay your registration, be a sponsor if you can. The higher tiers do provide us with extra assistance, making sure that every single year we can pay all of our bills. If you guys love us, if you guys want us to keep going year after year, the best thing you can do is keep showing up every single year. Help us grow. Obviously, it has been working so far. Thank you again from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for participating in Furrydelphia 2021. So this video that you just watched is going to be available on our social media very soon. So we're going to make that immediately available. And I was also asked by Game Room staff to thank Gamers Heaven, a local game store, to us for sponsoring our game room this year. They donated a substantial amount of the games and supplies for our game room this year. So big thank you to Gamers Heaven. Unfortunately, their staff were not able to join us in person this year like they did last year, but we hope to see them next year. We thank them for their contribution in any case. Gamers Heaven, Phoenixville. They have a great spot. I've been there personally. Go check it out. It's a really awesome place to spend a Saturday. We're going to have a ton of new announcements about 2022. We're going to have our guests of honor. We'll have our reg as open as soon as we possibly can. We got to finalize some stuff with our prices. We're going to have the room block available as quickly as possible. If you had difficulty booking a room at Furrydelphia this year, which I think a lot of people did, we have hugely expanded our room block. We have a lot of hotel rooms for you guys. So we hope that everyone will have a fantastic experience and will be able to join us. And I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you're staying on property, please enjoy. If you're going home, please get home safe. This has been Furrydelphia 2021.